What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So if you were from my original channel before it was deleted off of YouTube, you already know by the title of the video and where I'm going with this. But if you don't know about me from my old channel, I am a physical media fanatic, as I love to collect Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, box sets, the whole 9 yards. I love collecting movies. So you might have seen videos like this already where people showed their most valuable item in their collection, because when you're collecting Blu-rays and DVDs, things go out of print, and some of them very fast. Okay, the first one up that I was shocked, which I get why it's out of print, it was from Best Buy, the 4K steelbook of Unbreakable. I was seeing this going for like a minimum of $60 for pre-owned on eBay, and I was like, whoa. I remember paying, it was like $25 for it, so here soon it might be triple the value. So if you can find this for a cheap price, you might want to add the 4K steelbook of Unbreakable to your collection. Okay, another 4K that's out of print, but it's in print, if you get what I mean. So, City of the Living Dead on 4K, this version was released through Cauldron Films. So, is it Cauldron Films or just Cauldron? I couldn't remember. But anyway, Cauldron released a 4K set of this, and I got the other part up here to where it's the soundtrack, it has a poster, it has stickers, the whole 9 yards. So they released this, and I think it was like in the $30 range. I'm seeing these go upward of $100 and more for pre-owned. I can't remember what the brand new version of this was, but you can still find the 4K easily, because I can't remember what company took it over, and they do have 4K releases of City of the Living Dead. But if you wanted the one from Cauldron, that's the one that's out of print. Okay, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned toward the end of the video. The very last one that I'm saving for last, it's almost worth $2,000 according to one lister on eBay. Stay tuned to find out what it is. But this one right here, this right here, the Blind Dead collection. Now, this is a DVD box set where it has all 4 of the DVDs of the Blind Dead collection, and I do have the little J card on the that goes on the back. It just, you know, the sticky residue comes off, but I just stuck it inside the little coffin because it fits right up in there. But this, I remember getting this through Diabolic DVD, but it was under $40 if I'm not mistaken. It's now going for a pre-owned that I seen on eBay for $179.99. I couldn't believe it, because I'm like, gosh, I get it was limited, but I didn't know it was shooting up that much. Okay, these two are both from Best Buy, but here's the funky part. I don't get how it's going for $55 for each of them. I think that was like a minimum that I've seen. So, as I was mentioning, the part that's like funky to me is that they don't have the J cards. So, the first one up, the Blu-ray steelbook of Hocus Pocus, where it's in the book. I absolutely love this movie to death. There's another one I have in this. It's probably, I don't know, it's a tough call. Probably my, I would say probably my second favorite original Disney film. The other one might be my number one. I don't know, it's a tough choice. But the other one is the 4K steelbook. And as I said, the listings I seen going for $55 did not have the J card. I don't know what people do with them. Like, do you save them? I do. I love the J card with it because I don't like things being incomplete when I collect it. But when I was looking at the listings, what did they do? Get the movie and just do that and just throw it away? I don't know. That's the toughest thing, that I don't know. It's not complete if it don't have the J card. That might be my opinion, but when I mean it's incomplete, $55 for each one? Nah. Alright, show of hands. Who remembers Everything Blue? I can't remember exactly where they were from. I want to say like the UK area. I don't remember exactly where their factory was or anything like that. But Everything Blue did a release of Halloween, the 2018 version. And these went pretty quick. It came with a steel... Sorry, I thought I heard something outside the window or something. The boogeyman's in here to get me. Anyway, it's the 2018 version of Halloween. It has the steelbook, but on the inside, Everything Blue gave you like cool collectibles and like a little of authenticity card and all that. It looks like a credit card. Pretty cool release from them, but the company's no longer around, which sucks because they had some pretty cool things. I think one of the last things they released was Boys in the Hood, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to get that, but it sold out quick. But anyway, I've seen these going for around 120 bucks minimum for a pre-used one. And they were not that much. It was under 50 bucks for what I remember. And oh yeah, it also came with a poster too, which I have wrapped up in the tube down there. Man, I'm running out of room. I need a bigger house, I guess, to put more stuff. Next up, I remember getting this one, the Amityville Cursed Collection. And it came in a really, really cool box. The top slides off, and all 4 of the movies are in here. And you got Amityville 4. I can't remember that one. I might have to go back and watch that. But the ones that I remember watching was It's About Time, A New Generation, and of course, Dollhouse. I remember those, but part 4 I might have to go back and watch. I've seen these going for $105 minimum. Some of them a lot more. But I didn't know it was going to go out of print because these were available for the longest time. So I guess they've sold out already through their website. I don't know. I haven't looked, but I do see on eBay they're saying out of print in their listings, and they're going for a lot of money. Okay, the next one up on Blu-ray, it's a steelbook, and I remember getting this through Diabolic DVD back then for under 30 bucks. I know that for sure. And that is The Orphan Killer. This steelbook I see fetching for over 100 bucks on eBay, and I mean, I get it. It's just that it blows my mind because of these prices and all that, because I'm like, it's not really worth that much, in my opinion. But it was limited to 1,000 pieces, it says right there on the J card. But man, over 100 bucks for this? Ridiculous. Okay, the next one up, I was actually a fan of it. I enjoyed it because we don't have many movies out there when it comes to documentaries or anything like that, when it comes to black metal. So I get why a lot of people hated it because of diehard fans and all, and I can see why, because I've read the book and blah, blah, blah. But Lords of Chaos on Blu-ray, this one is the uncensored director's cut, and I remember having a hard time finding this when it first came out. I want to say, like, what are they called? Blue Moose or something like that? I had to get it through them because everyone was, like, sold out. When they went up for pre-order, they were all sold out, it said. Even Amazon, Walmart, everyone, I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure it was Blue Moose or something like that had it. But I'm seeing listings going for like 60 bucks or so without the slipcover. And ones with the slipcover going for more. And I do remember typical Blu-ray price was between 19 bucks and 24. It was around that area that I paid for this, and now it's going for triple the value. This one's been mentioned in I think a few videos that people had them, so I don't want to go too much into it. I was mentioning it might be my first favorite original Disney film, and that is Heavyweights. I do have the DVD, and I do have the Blu-ray, but this is out of print, which I get why. Disney's always putting things in the vault, and they release some things, and then they just release another different version of it, and sometimes not at all. So, if you find Heavyweights on Blu-ray for a good price, pick it up. It's out of print. So, the next one that I wanted to bring up, I got to keep it in ABC order. Okay, there we go. So it's right over here. The next one I got up on Blu-ray right here, I remember getting it in the dump bin at Walmart for like $9.99 or so. It was that long ago. It was forever ago. You can tell it was like one of those Walmart dump bins because it's a double feature. And oh my gosh, sorry I had to cut that. I'm getting kind of paranoid. I keep hearing these noises in my house. I don't know what's going on. I might have to put something near me to protect myself. I'm getting paranoid now. Anyway, I absolutely love both of these movies to death. The other one does not get talked about at all. It does not have a standalone release on Blu-ray that I know of. I think I didn't look into it, because if it did, I would have bought it by now. I think it has a DVD release. But it's a combo pack of Dr. Giggles and Otis. I love Otis to death, and I love Dr. Giggles to death too. But this right here, under 10 bucks, I remember in a dump bin forever ago. And it's going for like 60 bucks if you can find this on Blu-ray. Okay, this next one's another double feature, and it's called After Dark Horror Fest. You might want to look into a lot of the double feature Blu-ray discs, because I've seen some of these, like I got House of Wax and Stir of Echoes. I got the one I mentioned, Dr. Giggles and Otis, and quite a few other ones. Those go out of print quick. So this one right here, I've seen fetching for 50 bucks on eBay, and that is the Grave Dancers and Wicked Little Ones. And you might want to look into it. Like I said, find any that you can on Blu-ray, just stick it in your collection and watch it probably go up in value pretty soon. Okay, this next movie on DVD, you gotta be careful if you're looking for it, because there's a ton of bootlegs of this. A lot of the movies that are messed up like this, like Unearthed films, a lot of those go for a lot of money because those don't stay in print for very long. Kind of like Atraz. I have the Blu-ray, DVD, and the CD soundtrack, and that's out of print. It's not going for that much money compared to what I paid for right now, but it is out of print, and you can still find it, so you might want to grab that. Well, if you can stomach these movies, that is. So, keep that in mind. But this one right here, this one is really sought after in the Unearthed films and the underbelly or something like that, whatever you want to call it, the underground cinema stuff. That is the Gateway Meat. This one's a legit copy because I've gotten it forever ago, and it is numbered on the back, and that's how you can tell. Almost dropped it. That's how you can tell if it's legit. I got number 784 out of 1,000 made, and I'm seeing these go for like $100. But back then, no more than 25, I'd say, counting the shipping too. So if you see this like pawn shop or anywhere else, as I hear people saying they found this at Goodwill, I found this at a pawn shop. How? I go to all of them, I can't find squat. You guys are lucky. The next DVD is another Unearthed Films DVD, but this one and part 2 are going for a lot of money, and that is Red Room. This is a legit copy too. I did get it from the website back then, and I didn't know these were that hard to find. I guess because you don't look into it since you got it, and then when you research it, you're like, whoa, I'm seeing these going for $80 and more, but when it first came out, not that much money. So Red Room 2 is more harder to find for a good price. So you're going to pay a lot of money if you wanted it, but I just wanted to throw out that I do have the first, not the second. I had a chance, I should have got it, but maybe they'll come back in print. We'll see. I don't know. I want to throw out there, I got about maybe 2 more before I get to the big one that's almost worth $2,000. I should say that, like, take that lightly because it's not really worth that much, but you'll know when I get to it. Clifford on Blu-ray. This is going for like $100 right now. I didn't know it was out of print. I can't remember where I got it from. I know for sure it wasn't Walmart and it wasn't Amazon, and I can't remember where we got it. Okay, this next one on Blu-ray, I forgot the company name. I think it starts with an M, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but point being, this Blu-ray right here that I got in my hands, it's out of print, and I think it's because of the slipcover or why it's going up in value, because they sold it as is without a slipcover back then when it very first went on sale. But I don't like the cover art to what the other company did because it's a cartoon. It don't have the same heart as this one. It was Jack Frost to where it's a lenticular cover. This one right here is fetching quite a bit of money compared to what we paid for it back then when I ordered it. I was like, okay. I'm not selling any of these, but it's just I'm shocked that some of these items go for a lot of money. Now, this is one of my Pride and Joy box sets right here. So if you wanted one of these, be careful because there's 2 different versions of these made. The second one, which was released in Japan, and they had over 10,000 of these made. But this right here, this is the Comic-Con exclusive to where it was limited to 250 of them. And these are fetching $800 and more. I've seen them sell for $700 or so before back then, but the one listing that I found, I think it was brand new that they listed. Mine's brand new too. And yes, I do have the J card that goes on the back, but like I said, the residue didn't stick. So I stuck it in the closet so it don't get creased up or anything. It's in there protected. But this, never been opened, still sealed, great condition, and I love it. So like I said, if you want one, you don't want to pay that price, look for the Japan release because they're not going for that much money since there was over 10,000 made. But I love this thing. Oh boy, the big boy, the grand finale, the top dog of them all, the most valuable item in my collection as I'm looking, I would have to say so. Because I don't think I have anything going close to 1,000 except for that iRobot. Long story short, I took an early lunch when I was at work when this went on sale. Because, you know, if you follow everyone on Instagram, Umbrella, the people who released this, they announce what time everything goes on sale, yada yada yada. So about, then it went slided out, 20 minutes or so early before my it went on sale, I took a lunch. I was ready. I had everything pulled up, and I was kept refreshing Umbrella for like the last 5 minutes before it went on sale. As soon as I seen it popped up, buy now, pay, bam, PayPal, boom. I got a confirmation email saying like, thank you for your purchase, blah blah blah. Here's your confirmation email. Cool. I went back to Umbrella because, you know, when they release things, they release like 4 or 5 things at a time sometimes. It was gone. Thought nothing of it. I was like, wow, I lucked out crazy because only 250 of these were made. And this is one of the most messed up movies that you'll ever watch in your life too. But it was only $50 when it first came out, and that is Martyrs. This is that box set to where I've only seen one listing. I'm pretty sure you've seen by the pop-ups by now. Only one listing that I found in August of 2025. The only listing right now, $1,700. I'm like, are you kidding me? I will never pay those prices for a movie. I'll buy a bootleg before I buy the real thing because I'm like, it's not really worth that much. Oh my gosh. But I'm happy to have it. But I feel bad for the people who want it because I'm like, come on. Someone out there wants it to enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe I got too good of a heart. I can never be a reseller. So anyway, that will do it for how many that I've shown you out of my collection. And as I said, I still have a lot of stuff behind this camera and all these other ones and some box sets and all that and a lot of these DVDs that are out of print. I just didn't want to bore you and keep going on for like an hour-long video. So if you wanted a part 2, a part 3, or whatever, let me know in the comments below and I can try to get to that. But what is your top dog in your collection? Let me know in the comments below, and if you got a video, I'd love to come watch it because I love seeing everybody's collection. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Check you later.